The next conflict agent that we will discuss is the same personal, but from the bottom position, it is telling your personal, intimate details. Example. From real life, a girl in a new company with unfamiliar men tells personal details about her first sex. This girl has been lonely for a long time. She hasn't had anyone for a long time and doesn't understand what the reason is. And the reason is that we are ready to hear intimate details of a person's life from close people. But when strangers tell intimate things, it at least looks strange and unpleasant. Imagine that a man, at the first conversation, begins to tell you about sex with another woman in every detail. What they did, what they didn't, what he liked, what he didn't particularly like, what kind of panties she wore. It's already clear that this is unpleasant. In life, by the way, it's not only about sex. This is also a relationship with your family, some quarrels with them. This is your relationship with your ex. These are your problems. These are your debts. All this personal stuff can only be discussed with loved ones and very close people. And then only on the condition that your loved ones themselves want to discuss this with you. And it didn't seem to you that they want to. Dumping any personal or intimate details onto other people looks ugly and repulsive. You also can't answer other people's tactless questions. In principle, anyone can ask a tactless question, because, most likely, there are no people who, by chance, have not once asked someone a tactless question. Example. When meeting, the man asked the girl several indiscreet questions. How much do you earn? Who are your parents? Why did you and your ex break up? And all this at the first meeting. The girl answered these questions. She felt that she was uncomfortable answering them, but for some reason she answered. Now we will sort it out why she did. Remember that your inner sense of balance tells you when you are humiliated. And it warns. It whispers to you. It whispers with such an unpleasant feeling inside. Don't humiliate yourself. Don't grovel. Don't take a child's pose. Communicate as equals, because you deserve it. You're not in the investigator's office. This is not an interrogation. This girl is bad with boundaries. She doesn't understand that she doesn't owe strangers anything. And this man is nobody to her. And do you know what happened then? The man stopped respecting her and began to joke about her, pricking her painfully, making fun of her. Do you think this is such a disgusting man? In fact, according to her, he was a famous person in the city, whom many spoke of with respect. This is a person who has achieved something, some success in life. Why then did he behave this way? But because it happens automatically. When this girl does not respect herself, others automatically stop respecting her. And yes, perhaps the man acted ugly, but understand that the point is not whether people lost respect for you, for this girl, loudly or silently. On the contrary, it's good that someone voiced it. It's all about the ending, because people will move away. And how this man will soon forget about this girl. It is important to realize that people may not ask a tactless question out of malice. Most people have asked something intimate from another person at some point. People communicate with each other, test the boundaries of what is possible with this person, what is not. And this is true in every relationship, to a greater or lesser extent. And this is normal. Otherwise, how would we understand that it is possible with this person? The question is different. The question is for this girl. Will she grovel before every man like that and take a child's pose? Where does it say that she must answer any questions? Let's dig even deeper into why she answered this man's questions. Questions that she would never answer, say, to her neighbor, who is not interesting to her. Why did she answer them here? Why did she immediately take a dependent position? But because she wanted to please a famous man. Is it possible to please someone by humiliating themselves and groveling? No. This is what happened. People with whom they fall in love respect themselves and do not answer tactless questions. Remember now the man with whom you are now in love, or with whom you were in love. If you asked him a personal question, if you tried to stick your nose into something where he wasn't ready to let you in, did he really answer you? No. How do I know? Because people don't fall in love with someone who reports to them in a child's pose, answers all questions, and tells a rhyme story, like in kindergarten. Respect for a person disappears, not because another bad person behaved incorrectly and asked a terrible question, but precisely because of your reactions to these questions, to his behavior. But what should the reaction be? Please note that it would look even funnier if, in response to one of these questions, the girl began to bark angrily at this man, like a dog at an elephant. Why is she a dog? Whoever barks is a dog. Imagine that you accidentally, not out of malice, asked a man a question that seemed tactless to him. It can happen to anyone. And he started barking at you publicly. How dare you? Where is your conscience? Don't you dare go where you weren't asked, you bastard. Here. Inadequate? Does he look like a dog? How do adequate people behave? For all tactless questions, you just need to act surprised. Blink your eyes. Smile. Take it as a joke, and change the topic. And continue to communicate with this person. You need to build friendship from the bricks of your warmth. Build, not ruin, like this girl. And, of course, don't get angry or judge a person for simply testing the boundaries. Only on the condition that he does not intentionally insult you.